Shalom Akim, Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Crocodiles, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of great Mr. Rule well, and the Akim out there, pushing the gospel of the Lord Yahushua in sincerity and diligence of mind. Alright, so this issue, this protest, man, it's not, it's nothing to be joke around with, but we're already aware that it's the elites. They're playing that card. They're playing that race card. So this is how they do it, This is how they do it. And they're willing to turn up the heat some more. Alright, because they need to have their their new world order. But they're in a rush. So they're gonna do whatever they can to give a signal to their minions that it's go time. Alright, you already saw the police station, the third precinct in Minneapolis get burnt down, and now you have in the district the mayor under orders from our bosses, all right, to paint 16th Street, the portion leading to the White House, paint it with the Black Lives Matter, all yellow, and then put a new street sign up there, Black Lives Matter Plaza. Yeah, so it's getting ridiculous. But at the end of the day, it's all a bunch of illusion, man. It's all what you call fake opposition, because the mayor of DC, she's also part of the whole shenanigans. And they're all part of the whole plans, pressure from above, pressure from below. She's just trying to pretend to be with the people, but she's really not. Alright, she's already bought and paid for. Alright, so her hand is already in the cookie jar. So don't be surprised, man, when she pulls a Judas goat. Alright, because it's all in the Lord's plan, that gatekeepers gotta be in all these high offices across the country. Alright, so let me get a quick precept from the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm going to start from verse 10 because our people don't understand it, don't want to listen. So they're in, their lives in peril anyway. So they're going to suffer dreadfully for it. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 10. All right. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 10 says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." All right, because the Lord Bashim Shai is getting to deliver our people out of Babylon, or also known as Egypt. All right, this captivity is just hilarious. That our people want to stay stuck here, thinking they could change, make a change. They're stuck. All right, so that's why they flock for the slaughter, man. They keep protesting every single time. Nothing changes. They pass couple legislation, but nothing really changes. They're still stuck in the ghettos. They're still, sick, eating unclean foods, worshiping other idols. And the Lord Yahweh is tired of that. All right, that's why they've been numbered to the sword. So this 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 11 says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." So all this protest, is just a sign that the Lord Bashim Shai is about to bring this place down. And you see the video of the lightning striking the Washington Monument. That's the signal from the Lord to the elect that America is on its way out. All right, but our people want to hold on to this place, man. They're stuck mentally in this place, man. They can't let it go. They got Stockholm syndrome. They want a piece of the pie. They want a piece of that Babylon juice. But Lord has said that Babylon is on its way out, but our people keep fighting, man. They keep fighting against the Lord, man, by arguing with the prophets that America has got everything they need. But it's just temporary, man. America is not going to be here forever. America is going down the drain. The elites know it. That's why they're rushing. They're rushing to clamp down on the people. All right. So it's gonna be beautiful, man, when the Lord deliver us from this place, man, because it's no joke, man. Waking up and you're frustrated and angry because you're oppressed. All right, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn. All right, 2 Ezra 15, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Musa Yahweh Shema Shaba Shema Kokodash shall bring upon it. Yeah, so it's coming down the drain, man. Babylon is coming down the drain. All right, people are crying because their businesses are going under. They're filing for bankruptcy. They can barely pay their mortgage. They can barely pay their rent. So they're upset, man. They're angry. They're protesting that the government is not opening up. All right, and now people don't really get it, man. They don't really get it. So that's why the men of the Lord are out there, man. That's why they're pushing this gospel of repentance, this gospel of reconciliation, so they can wake up, so they don't have to get caught, in between the ticket. All right, these traps of Esau, man, it's hilarious. A lot of people still fall for it all the time. Yeah, so this is what happens, man, when our people get so emotional. They lose track of what's really important. All right, so I'll play the video real quick. You see exactly what the point is. Yep. That's like what our people want, man. They want to have a monument here for themselves in Babylon. And that's nonsense, man. The Most High has already given us Zion. The Most High has already given us, what we need, the spiritual inheritance. And our people don't want to seek that, man. They're just enticed, they're so in love with this doctrine of America. They want that American dream so bad, man, that they're missing the gospel. They're missing what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah has in store for them. All right. So that's one thing, the men of the Lord have been addressing. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1. All right. It's a beautiful precept to always keep in mind, man. All right. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. It says, "The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles." All right, so remember, what the doctrine that we're preaching is going against what the so-called protesters are seeking, man. They're begging for justice in the wrong place. They're not calling upon the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah Shema Kwakodash. They're fighting for legislation, they're fighting for boycotts, but they're not fighting the good fight of faith, to fight that's based upon the words of the Lord Yahweh Shah. They're not fighting the fight of promise. Alright? So that's the reason why the men of the Lord have to, be steadfast in this journey, man. Because you don't want to get overwhelmed and distracted by the struggle of the 2/3. That struggle means nothing. Alright, it's the struggle of the elect that counts. Alright? That's why, scripture says, bring forth that which what is meat, for repentance. Your sacrifice has to be meat, has to be acceptable before the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Alright? You can't give a sacrifice based on carnal needs. Sacrifice has to be based on your carnal reverence for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's one thing these people don't really get, man. Alright? That's why they have to get that whipping stick. That's why the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai will allow Esau and his troops to open up on them. Next precept is going to be from the book of Matthew, chapter 10. Because the man of the Lord see exactly what's happening, and They know that they're going to have to deal with the unrighteousness of this kingdom. Being accused of being enemies of the state. So we already expected that. Just like they're demonizing the so-called protesters, expect that to come. All right. So this is Matthew chapter 10 verse 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." And who are the wolves? Our own people. Our own people that like to sell us out. That like to tell on us and tell Esau what we're up to. Where we've been, what we're doing, where they last saw us and all that. You got people like that in the neighborhoods, man. You got people like that work for Esau and his departments, and his different agencies. You got people like that, man. Right? The Yahushua says, "Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." All right, and that's the reason why we have to, do our best to stay away from these hot zones where these protests are taking place. All right, because all these so-called agent provocateurs, man, they already know who the Israelites are. All they're doing is just trying to create a scenario so they could make a move on us. All right, and we already see that clearly. That's why we're preparing spiritually for that confrontation. All right, so we're preparing spiritually. So always remember, man, this struggle that we are engaged in, it's not a struggle for civil rights. It's not a struggle, to be recognized as being black in America. This is a struggle, to glorify the name of the Lord by Shema Shai. This is a struggle for righteousness. All right, this is a struggle to glorify the name of the Lord by Shema Shai. It doesn't matter how much you say, it's still a struggle to glorify the name of the Lord by Shema Shai. All right, that's what it boils down to. Because this world don't want to give glory to the Lord, and that's the reason why there's so much pride and arrogance. And the scripture says pride comes before destruction. All right, Matthew chapter 10 verse 17 says, But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my name's sake. That's what it boils down to. It's for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So our people are gonna be, condemned for coming against the prophets, for coming against the testimony of the Lord Yahweh Shai, even the heathen too. All right, so they're not going to escape the judgment that's coming upon them. Verse 19, but when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. All right, so the Lord is in control. So don't force it upon yourself. Try to rise up to the occasion. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is one that will raise you up. All right, scripture says, promotion comes neither from the east nor from the west, but so from the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Scripture also says, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai lifts up the head of he that's of a low degree. All right, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. All right, and that's the beautiful thing. If you read further down, it tells you about what 2/3 of our people will do unto the prophets. So we preparing spiritually. We know exactly what's going on. All right. So another precept is going to be from the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 36. I'm going to read verse 15 and 16 says, And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Kakadash, the power of their fathers, sent unto them by his messengers. That's the prophets, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. All right, so the prophets are, giving the people the gospel, man, the doctrine. All right, just as the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has commanded them to do. Verse 16 says, But they mocked the messengers of the Most High, and despised his words, and misused his prophets, until the Lord Yahweh arose against his people, till there was no remedy. right? So they use the name of the Lord, man, for their personal gains, man. You don't come to serve the Lord for personal gains. You come to serve the Lord for a spiritual, for a spiritual reward. All right, for upliftment of His name, to glorify His works. All right, to make His works known upon the face of the earth. That's the work of the prophet. But our people do it for filthy lucre. All right, that's how they abuse the prophets. They torment, the Akim. They try to hack into brothers' accounts. They slander brothers and all that. They try to fight. They try to concoct all type of false narratives, so they could get more followers. That's why the Lord Yahweh is going to destroy this place, man. And that's what you see, man. They're more concerned about this Black Lives Matter movement.
Today to making grievances to your government, and you can demand change.
Yeah. So this government is not our government, man. Our government's of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The government's based on righteousness. All right, we're not demanding change from Esau. We're not demanding change from Esau. And that's why, let me get this precept real quick, man, from the book of Proverbs. So Proverbs chapter 11 verse 21. Though hands join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. And that's the point. All right. So whatever struggles they want to have, they're going to get jacked up. All that kumbaya junk is just going down the drain. And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shema Kakadash will deliver His elect. And that's the time we're coming into. So that's the point that I can hope you've been edified, that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai would not number us to the slaughter as these 2/3. All right, that we stay willingly as witnesses unto the end. All right, Shalom.